At the number 5 spot, we got the Pick Me, aka the female simp. You ain't low, shorty. You treated men like shit. You ran through all of these dudes, and now you want to come back around praising us like we gods. Give me a break. We on to you. At the number 4 spot, the celibate woman. Most of the time when a woman is celibate is because she been ran through and she tired of it and she trying to reform herself. Stop being celibate and celibate. At the number 3 spot, I can't stand them. The sage burning, rock collecting, spiritual woman. Always talk about some bad energy. I gotta get the bad energy on me with your fucking rocks and your sage. That shit don't work. I get it. You reformed. You're not out there doing no dirt no more. But go get some therapy. Have some accountability. It was you the whole time. You the bad energy. At the number 2 spot, the middle-aged new lesbian. Shorty that had 2, 3 kids, 30-something, 40 years old. Talk about she gay. Give me a break. You got a whole lifetime of bad decisions under your belt, and it's men's fault, so you gonna run over the women. Give me a break. Go get some therapy, shorty. And at the number 1 spot, the over-religious chick. Oh my God. You buy a Bible, all of a sudden you TD Jakes. You want to go around spreading the good word. What about all them years when you were spreading your legs? I'm proud of you, sweetheart. Keep up the good work. But don't come over here with all that holy roller shit with me. I know what you used to do. Pack you up. The number 1 spot.
Peace and blessings, you ugly mofos, and welcome to an episode of He Rants. Guys, we got to talk about something that we talk about often. It seems like at least once a week we have to touch on this topic, and today is no different. We have to talk about an XOF model. Yes, an XOF model by the name of her name is like something Mackenzie Valdez. So Mackenzie Valdez, I don't really know much about her, but I have, if you go to my Explore page, it usually shows girls like this on a daily basis. I know. I'm not proud of it. I never subscribed to an OF model, but I can't help. Anytime I'm scrolling through my IG Explore page, I see a booty. I just have to inspect it to see, what is a jiggle factor? Where are we going? We're on the Richter scale is the movement, And also, I also look at gym booties, too. Those girls, they do hard work for those glutes, but that's besides the point. We're here to talk about her because she has decided to leave OF and I guess now possibly start a family. And on her way out, she's doing the typical thing, reverting to religion.
This is my explanation as to why I quit OnlyFans. I don't want to quit social media because I feel like I could use my platform for really good and continue to use it. I've been off of OnlyFans for about a month now, and I'm sure people are probably, you guys are curious as to know why this is. So I turned 18, still having all my followers, and I started an OnlyFans. I think a lot of people were waiting for it and expecting it, which I think is very weird. It's very predatory looking back, and I see the patterns today in society, the same thing that happened to me, happening to a lot of girls. I was so impressionable, I didn't know what I was doing.
All right, guys. All right. Do I agree what she said about the predatory thing? Yeah, because the question I want to ask is first, what were you doing for people to already expect by the time you were 18 that you were going to be an OF model? That's the first question I want to know. I want to know, you must have been doing some wild stuff already to have people be like, oh man, I can't wait till she's 18. Let's start off there. Now you're calling them predatory. I get it, because they're waiting. They're waiting for you to become legal, which I'm like, come on, man. There's too many girls out here. You don't have to wait for the barely legal joints. It all depends on their age, though. They're like under 21. I mean, they're pretty close to your age. that's not true. But I know a lot of those guys. And see, this is what I've said before many times. You jump into this industry and then you say, oh, I was young, impressionable. I didn't know what I was doing. Like, what do you mean you don't know what you... Listen, this won't even be an argument. If we just all came together as a unit, if we all came together as a society, as a community, right? And we just say, you know what? All women are stupid. All right? If we just go to... Hear me out. If we all come together and just say, all right, guys, ladies, gentlemen, can we all know that women are dumb? I don't think anybody wants to say that, right? I don't think anybody wants to say women are stupid, right? Right? Because this is the same excuse I hear all the time from old fathers. They always say, like, you know, I came in here young. I didn't know what I was doing. Bro, from middle school, I knew. Even back in the opening Playboy magazine, like, man, these joints, some stupid joints, man. They really just giving up. Wow. At a young age. Come on, man. I'm talking about like barely hit puberty. You all know it's stupid. You guys all know it is. So I'm tired of this damn excuse. Just say, listen, I saw what the money was, and I was like, yo, let me go in here, get this money, and get out. Don't you try to say all this, oh, I didn't know, you know, people like...
Surrendering and just letting him in, confessing my sins, and accepting Jesus into my heart and into my life. When I was saved in that moment, like I said, I had a supernatural peace come over me. I had visions from him of how he saw me, how God sees me, and how he sees you, and how much he loves me, and how much he loves you. He loves us so much. It literally broke me. Like, all my attachments to the world, my attachments to my image and my identity and my body and myself and my world, my addictions that I didn't think were like addictions, my phone, alcohol, like all these things broke. They literally broke. And I had never felt more free in my entire life. And it's been about a month, which is so crazy. It feels longer. I have been following him. I have found freedom in him and what he's done for me and what he's doing in my heart and in my life. It's a process. I'm not perfect, will never be perfect. Yeah, so that night I got home, I deleted over half my Instagram posts. It took a while for me to let go of like some posts. Slowly but surely I did. Next day I trashed like half my closet. I threw away so many clothes that I just felt conviction for. I'm like, I don't need to wear this. You know, I'm not making content where I need to wear this. So I threw away everything, a lot. And I do want to continue to post content. I don't know exactly what this means for me and what this means for my content and what this means for the rest of my life, but I am excited. And although I've received like a lot of backlash, I will continue to walk in faith. Listen. She's saying all the backlash she's receiving. The reason why you're receiving backlash because everybody knows the playbook. Everybody already knows how this is. We've seen this play. We've seen this shot. You know, we all understand. I'm like, yo, that was in the scouting report, guys. Yeah, they keep running this one. This is why people don't take, like, especially like Christianity, like serious. They see it as BS sometimes because it's like, y'all think y'all can just do all the whole stuff in the world and decide to just be like, I'm gonna turn my life to Christ, change things up. That's why I always tell people when I see a dude's like, yeah, she's one with God and everything like that. I said, watch out. Those might be the most dangerous, treacherous thotty two hotties, man. Previous thoughts, the reformed thoughts. I'm telling you, it's really a thing. Y'all saw the clip I put in the beginning of this video. That's a real thing. You guys, if you guys have been around the block, you guys know this. Anytime I see a jump, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm religious. One of my mans, I'm not gonna say one of my mans. My mans and I, we threw a party one time. And I remember there was this one girl that came from like about an hour away. She heard that we had like cool parties, all this stuff. She came, boom. She was on wood from the get-go.
I'm talking about just on wood from the get-go. She was trying to get piped. And whoa. She wanted the wood so much. I was low-key kind of scared. Like, yo, you really was coming at it. Don't get me wrong, the body and everything. When she took off her jacket, the yeeks were crazy. I mean, I'm talking about the gluteus factor was over 9,000. It was something to jiggle about. You know what I'm saying? I mean, now I'm thinking back at it. Oh, my goodness. But yeah, my man's though, he was ready to crack that joint. No one ended up cracking because there was another guy that jumped in and he was a block artist. It was crazy. He was the Kembe Mutombo when it came to the joints. I don't think I'm emphasizing how much of a blocker this guy is. I'm talking about like if you take a girl to the room, he tries to come into the room type blocker. Like I'm talking. This guy is demonic with his blocking ability. 99 block. She was for everybody. You know the vag for everybody. She was ready to get plowed. About a year or 2 years passed by. That same girl now has devoted her life to Christ. It's supposed to be a beautiful thing, right? I think all of us would be like, yeah, it's great. Yeah, change your life. Do everything you're supposed to. But now she's gonna find a man. If I'm not mistaken, she might have found a man. And is gonna marry that man. That man is gonna come in here not realizing that you have married a Thotimus Prime, a Chalupa Thought Supreme with extra onions, jalapenos. I'm talking about a street warlord. Because please believe, if she's trying to throw the cheeks to a guy that she's only known for about 15, 20 minutes, what do you think she's done to other guys? And you look at me, guys. I'm not even the most handsome guy out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm above average height. You know, I'm somewhat athletically built. You know what I'm saying? 6'2", you know, but there's better looking guys out there. There's guys with more swagger, more charisma. So you guys have to ask these questions like, I just don't take, but that's not it. There's still more to the video. Let me stop rapping.
Totally did not expect all that backlash on my last video. There's such a big narrative that it was a plan for me to make money in sinful ways and then repent. People like quote unquote repent and give my life to Jesus. I don't think anyone really plans to give their life to God. If I was truly concerned about the money I was making, I would have stayed where I was at and just continued to make money, because that would have been the easiest thing to do if that's what I cared about. I've said this before and I'll say it again. And me giving my life to him and really surrendering my life to Jesus and dying to myself and everything that I've done and everything I did was not in my own strength. It was only through Christ and him truly giving me a new heart and purifying me. Me giving my life to Jesus was not to make my life better. It was to die to myself, because I realized what he did for me and I felt his love and I felt his presence that is just so beyond anything we can comprehend. It was worth giving up my life and giving up my desires and views of the world to follow him. I'm so grateful, and I feel like it is a responsibility that I have for everybody that I've led astray from what I did, to try, even if it's just one person, lead them closer to truth. In 1 John, it tells us that love is proven through Jesus. I really do pray that everybody watching this would experience his love and would experience his truth if they haven't already. And you would see why people change their whole lives around for him.
That just made me sick. That made me sick to my stomach, because that's exactly what she did. That's exactly what she freaking did. I'm telling you, a lot of people jump into these situations, right? They jump into situations that they know they're about to do something bad, something sinful. And then they're like, God will forgive me later. Let me do this now, God will forgive me later. If you want me to believe that she didn't go into this knowing that, well, I'll just ask for forgiveness later. Let me go out here, let me make all this money. This is what I would say. I say, ma'am, you really decided to go and devote your life to Christ. Would you do us all a favor and take all that demonic OF money, all that tainted, disgusting OF money, donate it. Donate it to worthy causes. Donate it to help a soup kitchen. Give them the funds, all of it. I'm talking about all the money you made, every single last dime. Give it all up. Are you willing to do that? Because that's the only way I can feel like, okay, maybe she's serious. Right? Because I don't want you now. You over here saying you repented. You're like, oh, I'm not trying to be like that. But you sitting here with the vag money. Money laced with vag juice. You know? and men love juice and all that. Just love juice is everywhere. Just love juice of. I put money that she's not going to, you know, and don't be surprised, guys. A lot of people, when they have a taste of this type of money, it only lasts for so long. Like, it only lasts for so long. I've seen some girls who left OF, those type of industries, and then about a year or two, when the money is not coming in like how it was, because, you know, a lot of these girls, some of these girls, when they're in the top percent.
How much do you guys make on?
It really fluctuates. Sometimes it depends on how much you actually promote yourself. So for me, it goes between like probably 6 and 15K a month.
Between all of us, we make anywhere from about like 15 to 110K a month.
I make a roughly 10 to 15,000.
I make 80K
A month? Wow. Congratulations.
Go, Meg.
You're not on. Perhaps the barista is reconsidering her occupation.
A month, you know, a month. That's great money. that's good money. 100,000, 200,000 a month. I've seen some of them say they made like crazy millions in a year. So once you have that type of bread and it just stops and you have to get a real job, it's hard. It's really, really hard. After a while, you start being like, you know what? God, they're gonna postpone God for a little bit. Be like, yeah, I gotta go back into this. I gotta make this money. I gotta make this money, and I'm gonna go back. You know, I'm gonna go back to God, and after a while, you're just playing. And I don't know, man. I hope the best for this girl. I hope the best for her and her mission. Hopefully, something good happens, right? Hopefully, she really devotes. But I've come to realize a lot of people who really get super religious while they're young, because she looks like she's still in her early 20s. Usually by the time they're in their 30s, the 40s, it starts going downhill, right? Because I feel like you jump in and you start really getting super like, this is me speaking as a Christian. Sometimes you need to expel that sin, right? You need to expel. Trust me, she expelled a lot of sin, and she took in a lot of sin too, if you know what I mean. There's a lot of fluid form of sin. She took a whole lot of that, it. Maybe a little bit on the face, on the chest, on the posterior area, on the lower back. A lot of those sin juices. But I feel like sometimes you hold it in too much and then it bursts out. That's why you always hear about like priests and pastors be doing some crazy stuff behind the scenes, because it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. I don't know, man. But hey, I'm hoping for the best. I'll be here when she reverts back. But let me know in the comments below what you guys feel about this situation, man. Let me know if I'm overreaching. If it's like, Felix, let's be happy. Just be happy for her. I don't know, man. I don't know. Make sure you subscribe, like, leave a hype. Greatly appreciated. All of that fun stuff. And that's all I got to say. Peace and blessings, you ugly mofos. And I'm out.